Boxingego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. 1. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. I'm back up north, Bay Area, California, and you're welcome to join us on the Vampire Stream. Yes, this is another Vampire Stream. Please hit the like button. We just working. Yeah. We just doing that work. No matter where you're at in the world, we got something for you. I feel good. I feel great on the Vampire Stream. I'm gonna beat Starbucks' ass when I see him. Tell Starbucks I'm looking for him. It don't matter. They know who I am. You see the shirt. Legend. I am legend like I'm Will Smith. Now that's how you let the beat build, bitch. Oh my gosh, let's get it. You know, I feel good. I'm back at home. Smash the like button. Oh, I got a lot to talk about. I don't know how long I'm gonna go. Just depends on the engagement. What I get from the fans. First of all, shout out to Los Angeles, my backyard. California King. I ain't talking about a mattress. I have a good time when I'm in LA. Great fans, great food, great weather, and great women. Oh my gosh. The women out there in LA. I see y'all, baby. Hey, come to Death Row. We're going to start printing our own money. Listen, I had a great time. Props again to Mikey Garcia. Hell of a performance. And listen, he's challenging himself to be the best. Now, I'm going to just jump right into it because this is the Vampire Stream. The Vampire Stream. Listen, at first, I was a little bit critical because I didn't think Mikey Garcia really wanted to fight Errol Spence. I thought he was clout chasing. I love Mikey, but it didn't seem like a realistic. Like, it seemed like he was calling him out knowing that the fight wasn't going to get made. Clout chasing. But Showtime, Richard Schaefer, they're really talking about making this fight. You know what I'm saying? So obviously his call outs didn't go unnoticed. You know what I mean? And now it's, there's no backing out of it now, because if Errol Spence obliged, he says he's down, he's with it. Mikey Garcia keeps saying he wants it, so we actually may get this. And listen, I'm happy. Don't none of y'all make no fucking excuses. Whoever, obviously no one's going to make an excuse if Mikey jumps up because he's the one at a weight deficit. But if Errol wins, if he beats him to, Kingdom Come, then that's what it is. Mikey challenged it, took a risk like Amir Khan versus Canelo, like Kell Brook versus Triple G. Or it could be like Roberto Duran when he jumped up and beat Sugar Ray Leonard. Or when Sugar Shane Mosley, my guy, one of the real ones in boxing, jumped up and fought Oscar De La Hoya. We just have to wait and see. But listen, I'm happy. And listen, Mikey Garcia, I think, aside from who he is as an individual, I think it might have something to do with that top rank legal shit. If you on the sidelines for 2.5 years, 3 years, or whatever the fuck it was, he had nothing but time to think. Nothing but time to think. So that probably puts stuff in perspective. Because ever since he came out like, it reminds me, I said this before, and y'all thought I was joking, but I'm even more vindicated in saying this. He came out like Tupac. You know what I'm saying? Tupac when he got out of, out on bail, fresh out of jail, California dreaming. So there's a step on the scene. Ever since, if you really look at it, Mikey Garcia ain't been bullshit. Ever since he got freed from the top rank deal or whatever, he came out guns blazing. He fought one tune-up against Elias Rojas. Then he fought a 90+% knockout artist from Montenegro. That was Dejan Zlatišin, and he stretched him bad. I was at that fight, covered that as media. Stretched him out. Then I think, who'd he fight? Probably Broner. Beat him convincingly, right? Did that at 140 when he was a champ at 35, and he could have just camped out because Lomachenko wasn't at 35. And there wasn't necessarily like a lot of movement at 35. Moved up to 40. Then he went and fought Sergey Lipinets, a new champion, got a title there. Then he moved back down for Robert. He's not playing. I respect it. Now, we got to speak about like this Anthony Joshua situation. And what Mikey's doing is putting a lot of fighters to shame. Putting a lot of fighters to shame. Yeah, someone said Lipinets is a beast too. Lipinets, he didn't impress me when he fought the Japanese dude. I covered that fight too. See, I'm all around, you know what I'm saying? I'm everywhere, you ain't never there. I covered that fight at the Barclay. It might have been on Wilder Stavern or some shit. But when he got the title, I wasn't really impressed with Lipinets. But after watching the Mikey fight, he put up a good scrap. I think Lipinets probably did better than Easter Jr. And he was a new champion. But it was a higher weight division. But that's beside the point. Mikey, he's let him be him. So if he wants the Errol Spence work, it is what it is. I talked to Spence. He said, bring it. I'm with it, basically. I'm just paraphrasing. So he's with it. Mikey's with it. I'm with it. But you know what the crazy thing is? People are calling Mikey Garcia crazy. And trust me, I feel you. I understand why people are saying he's crazy because he's taking such a gamble when he doesn't need to. But guess what? If I was the fighter, I would rather people be calling me crazy for taking a massive risk, a hell of a risk, than people calling me crazy in Joshua's situation, calling me crazy for passing up $50 million. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to Sinaloa. All my people in Mexico, Culiacan, I see you. What would you rather be? You rather be the crazy guy, Mikey Garcia, for at least getting all the props in the world, win, lose, or draw, for at least challenge yourself to fight Errol Spence? Like, yo, he's basically saying, I'm fucking bored. I'm bored. Lomachenko's people ain't gonna let him fight me. Who the fuck can I fight at lightweight? Fuck it. I'll go up and fight Errol Spence. He's getting a lot of press right now. People think he's the best. I think I could beat him. You know what I mean? Or would you rather be in Joshua's shoes, where people are saying he's crazy, but for a whole different reason? They're saying he's crazy because he don't want to fight in America for $50 million. So, you know, at first, like, I was a little bit skeptical with the whole Mikey call out, but I never hold another grown ass man or woman from greatness. If he wants to tackle it or that's what'll motivate him, then whatever. Then you just got to deal with, you made your bed lying and nobody pressured you to do this. So your family told you not to do it. I told you not to do it. You know what I'm saying? Your dad, your brother, your trainer. So if he wants to fight him, he wants to fight him. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Listen, here's how it benefits Errol Spence. Who's trying to really see Errol Spence that he can really fight by December? Because I can imagine, I could surmise that Danny Garcia versus Shawn Porter is probably going to be a war. You know what I mean? I think it'll be a good fight. You get what I'm saying? So it's highly unlikely that Shawn Porter or Danny Garcia would go through their fight September 8th and be ready to scrap with Errol Spence in December. You know what I mean? If they're fighting September 8th, I imagine, obviously I have to wait and see what happens in the fight, but I highly doubt that they would try to fight for an additional time. That would be Danny Garcia's third fight this year. You know what I mean? It'll be his third fight this year. I highly doubt they're going to go straight into an Errol Spence fight. So you got to look at it. Errol Spence just bodied his mandatory, and the IBF ranking be horrible anyway, at least at welterweight. So it's who's going to fight next? Konstantin Ponomarev or whoever the fuck. The IBF be having random people that I've never heard of. Like, it sound like Dick Tracy characters, fucking Prune Juice and all these motherfuckers. Like, who's Prune Juice Johnson? Like, who is that? Fucking Mumps and, you know what I mean, Mumbles and shit. Who the fuck are these people that the IBF is even ranking at welterweight? You don't got credible names that we know on the, but you got all these fucking Dick Tracy characters, you know what I mean? Dick Nose Johnson. Cauliflower Ear Corleone. Like, who the fuck are any of these people that the IBF is putting on that welterweight bill? You know what I mean? So I think Errol Spence knows this too, because he even said, he's like, this is the best available name. And if you disagree, who else can Errol Spence fight December that's a bigger name and a more meaningful fight that's realistic? And don't say Terrence Crawford, because Top Rank would have to want to make that fight. But beyond that, they said he's going to fight in October. So that wouldn't work anyway. But, you know what I mean? We don't know what Bob Arum's plan is. I know Crawford's with it. He's about that life. But, you know, promoters have their own agendas. One time, he ain't even fought one time this year. So he's not realistic for December. Antonio, that makes no sense. If I'm a champion at welterweight and I already made Kell Brook take a knee like Colin Kaepernick, why would I fight Kell Brook at 154? What does that do for me? You already bodied the man. He ain't done shit at 154. Why does Errol Spence have to go to the UK and give up a weight class where he's a champion? That, you know what I'm saying? He already beat that man. That don't make sense. Y'all gotta, Errol Spence said it perfect. Win a title, man down, and then we could do a rematch at 54. But what is, see, y'all, see, listen, I'm the realest out. Okay, I'm gonna break it down to you. You guys keep rewarding the people who, in my opinion, aren't necessarily doing it right. And then the people who really are doing it right, y'all want them to go through all these, like, additional, hold on. Get this Jesus freak out of here. He's tripping. He talking about repent. We gonna repent you in the hot seat. Hold on. Yeah. We nailed you to the cross. Get this dude out of here. Motherfucker just put repent hella times. Yeah, you gonna repent when we put that thorn crown on your head in the hot seat. What you talking about? Yeah, we gonna crucify you. Me and Ego's army. We gonna repent you. Get the fuck up out of here. That had nothing to do with anything. He said repent your sins. No, you repent this hot seat. Anyway, see, they always try to distract me, y'all. Y'all gotta hit that like button. This is the Vampire Stream. Yeah, these dudes talking about repent. I'm talking boxing. What do I gotta repent for? Like I'm doing something illegal talking about boxing. Anywho, a lot of you guys always want to reward the people who are doing it who aren't doing it the right way. And then the people who, in my opinion, are doing it the right way, they got all these obstacles. Like Wilder, he's doing what he's supposed to be doing. He's calling out the best. He's saying he wants to fight the best. He fought Luis Ortiz. Nobody else wanted to fight him. Luis Ortiz wasn't even his number one mandatory or anything, but he was Joshua's mandatory. So Wilder really didn't even have to fight Luis King Kong Ortiz. That was a gamble, especially if you had your sights set on a mega fight with Joshua, because as you've seen last Saturday, Luis Ortiz is still on fire. He's still a beast. He's still sharp. And Wilder fought an undefeated Luis Ortiz. Luis, I'm telling y'all, he's a southpaw that can box, that can get on his toes, that's aggressive, and he has power, and he has amateur experience. And he's adequate size. He's not one of these like 6'1" heavyweight. He's 6'4". I just seen him. Motherfuckers, he's big. He's a big dude. You know what I mean? So, that being said, people keep saying Wilder needs to rematch Luis Ortiz on pay-per-view. Why didn't Dillian White gotta fight him? You know? Why ain't nobody else? Gerald Miller, Anthony Joshua. Wilder already knocked him out. Why he gotta rematch him? He already gave him the opportunity and he beat him. Good fight, tough fight. See, that's what I'm saying. This is the fucked up thing about boxing. Y'all always want to reward the people who, in my opinion, have more to prove. Why don't Tyson Fury have to fight Luis Ortiz? Y'all want the guy who just knocked him out to have to do it again. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with the Errol Spence, whoever brought that up. Y'all talking about Errol Spence move up to 54. For what? He already beat Kell Brook. Kell Brook ain't done shit at 54. He's not a champion, and he beat. So basically, I beat Rabchenka. Like, that's cool. You know what I mean? You got to win in the win column, but how does that warrant, what's the name? Errol Spence to leave the division he's a champion at to have to rematch someone at a weight where they have one up on you because they got a fight or two, you know, in that new weight class. You know, he fought Golovkin at 160. He actually, early in his career, I believe he had some catchweight fights at like 150 something. And then now he just fight Rabchenka at 54. Y'all like my hat? I'm the Black Panther, y'all. The Vampire Stream. See, I'm the Black Panther. I'm prowling on the game right now. The Vampire Stream. Luis Ortiz versus Dillian White is an awesome fight. That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all want to make the guys who are doing the right thing keep proving themselves. Make some of these other dudes prove it. Wilder already took the Ortiz challenge. Well, let someone else take it. Let Dillian White or Tyson Fury or whoever take it. You know what I mean? Errol Spence already took the Kell Brook challenge and he passed. Let one of these other dudes fight Kell Brook. Okay. What y'all talking about? White versus Luis Ortiz or Big Baby. That's what I'm talking about. Those are all excellent fights. Plus, the WBC ordered Dillian White to fight Luis King Kong Ortiz. Now, Dillian White did get on wax and say, I'll fight the old man and knock him out if Wilder signs a contract. But it don't have nothing to do with Wilder. The WBC ordered you to fight him. So what does Wilder have to do with that equation? You know what I'm saying? And then you win another route. You're trying to go with the Kubrat Pulev route, and then that didn't work out because you got outbid and you didn't want to fight in Bulgaria, or your team didn't. So you end up fighting Parker. Man, boxing, we about to restore the feeling. I promise you that. But we got to start rewarding the people doing it right. Like I said, I was skeptical about Mikey Garcia calling out Spence. But like I said, at the end of the day, I would rather a fighter do what Mikey Garcia is doing, taking a huge gamble that he doesn't need to, as opposed to stalling out a fight, saying, hey, not going to happen, baby, or I don't want $50 million. I'm not going to sell my soul. So you take your pick. At least what Mikey's doing is like noble. Whether you think he's crazy for doing it, he's going to get mopped up or whatever, at least it's noble. You know what I mean? Isn't that what we like boxing for? The underdog stories and the true warriors and shit. At least what he's doing is noble. And listen, you are changing the tune. What are you talking about? Who's changing the tune? Y'all got to start using English. Y'all got to start using English, the English language. What tune am I changing? What are you talking about? You are changing the tune? What are you talking about? You act like I was changing the radio. You're changing the tune? Don't you ever touch a black band radio? You could do that in China. You would get your ass killed out here. Beach Boys. Great American music. The Beach Boys gonna get you a great American ass whipping. Anyway, y'all tripping. Whatever. But yeah, we gotta celebrate. Listen, we gotta celebrate the people doing it right. Same thing with Tyson Fury. He took 3 years off getting his shit together and being banned and all that, relinquished his belt, and now he's supposed to be in deep talks with Deontay Wilder. I'm not mad at it. Because, listen, if this fight comes off in December, Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury, they have unequivocally shit on Team Joshua. And what I mean is this, is that's going to be a huge, like you guys seen in the title, to me, that's a huge damaging blow. Win, lose, or draw for Wilder, win, lose, or draw for Tyson Fury. It's a damaging blow to Joshua's stock, because how is it that you claim that you've been seriously negotiating with Wilder since the Takum fight, and somehow, some way it couldn't get done? So all of a sudden, Tyson Fury comes off of really a huge dry spell of inactivity, and him and his promoter and his team, and Shirley Winkle, Shelly Finkel, whatever you want to call him, Jay Diaz, Wilder, and Al Heyman. So if they can collide and bring us Wilder versus Tyson Fury mega fight, then it's going to further prove what I've already been telling you guys regarding who was holding up the fight. So they better hope that fight is just a rumor and it doesn't happen, because that's going to cement. I already know what I said was true, but that's going to cement it in stone, because there's no way you could tell me that Wilder's team didn't want the Joshua fight and they were just being so difficult and couldn't sign contracts. But then another dangerous fight. We know Tyson Fury at his best is a very good fighter. He's a little bit taller than Wilder. He's a good boxer. He's confident, and he's undefeated. So if they can put that together, then that is very telling to me about the real holdup with Joshua Wilder. Because how is it that Frank Warren can, behind closed doors, get with Team Wilder and make the fight, you know what I mean, easy peasy? You know what I mean? How is it that? But then every time when it came to Eddie Hearn, it's like, oh, here's $50 million. Oh, no, fuck that. We don't want to fight in America. Okay, we'll come to the UK. No venue, no date on the contract. Oh, give me till Friday. I'll have it back to you. And then Eddie Hearn admits that he wasn't ready on Friday. Hey, I'll give it back to you on Monday. And then you get it back Monday. There's still some things you have clarification issues, 2 small notes that you have, but you're ready to sign once those get cleared up. And then the WBA steps, and just all, you know, I don't have to recount the whole situation. Y'all know what happened. So if Tyson Fury comes off of a massive layoff and has 2 quick tune-up fights and then has a 3rd fight with Wilder, you got to give it up to that man. Win, lose, or draw. I don't care if he gets knocked out. He's still going for it. And they're talking about making a fight in Vegas. So that's a huge, I'm telling y'all don't understand implications. I understand implications when I see it. Tyson Fury, they're talking about making the fight in Las Vegas, in America. So how is it that another British fighter, a former lineal champion who's undefeated, right? If he comes to America to fight Wilder for his title, but then Joshua, who has all of the fucking belts except for Sophia, the green strap, he wasn't willing to come to America. That, I'm telling y'all, that's not a good look to me. All right, cousin Wes, I gotta put you in the hot seat. You've been putting stupid shit. Y'all want this hot seat? Y'all want this hot seat? We gotta catch your body. All right. He said it's because Tyson Fury is not a pay-per-view star in the UK. What in the fuck does that have to do with a man's like fortitude, testicular fortitude to make a promising fight? What is that? Okay, he's not a pay-per-view star. What does that have to do with him manning up and coming to America, being a Brit, being a British fighter? Oh, see, y'all say stuff until the hot seat come up, and then y'all can't explain it. So I would love to hear this. That's nothing to do with fortitude. Okay, stop beating around the bush. Strike one. I'm asking you a question. All you have to do is answer the question. What does Tyson Fury not being a pay-per-view draw in the UK have to do with him being a British fighter willing to come to America to challenge Wilder off of inactivity and some low-level tune-ups? What does that have to do with anything? Because AJ earns the big money and is the A side. Strike two. You not talking like a fan. You talking like your last name is Hearn. I don't give a fuck if AJ's the A plus side. What does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do with anything? Y'all see, y'all do too much with this A side. You like, okay, Amir Khan was the A side over Lamont Peterson, and he still fought Lamont Peterson in his backyard of DC, right? So what are you talking about? What are you talking about? So why did A side Amir Khan come to DC where Lamont Peterson was from and fight him when Amir Khan was the champion? Why doesn't Wilder sign the contract? All right, you're out of here. You see how they just jump around? You got to go, bro. Strike three. You see how I ask simple questions and he starts jumping around? Like, what makes you think that I'm going to answer your question and you haven't answered my question? So you think you could just, okay, like, let's say you're on the game show Jeopardy, right? And then Alex Trebek says, this city is the capital of California. You're supposed to say, what is Sacramento, Alex? Right? You can't just be like, yeah, but who is the host of Love Connection? Chuck Woolery. Like, you can't just ask your own question when he's asking you his question. Like, what are you doing? These dudes is crazy. These dudes, why would you think that I'm going to answer your question? You can't even get past one of my questions. And it's very simple. Listen, y'all doing too much with this A side. I don't give a fuck about no A plus, A through Z side. They could be the Z side, zebra side. I don't give a fuck about none of that. It's good fights and bad fights. You know what I'm saying? You talking about, oh, Tyson Fury's not, like, no, we don't care about that. Ain't nobody tripping off no A side shit. And at the end of the day, Joshua had options. Okay, if you wanted to stunt on Wilder with the A-side shit, he was willing to come to the UK. So you trapped either way. Either way you trapped. Yeah, okay, he's the A side, great. But Mr. A side could have stayed at home and fought at Wembley at the UK, but he didn't. He's fighting Povetkin. So again, if Tyson Fury comes off that long of a layoff and challenges Wilder in America, that's gonna make him look. That's gonna make AJ look worse in this equation. It really will. Because how is it another British fighter can come and do it? You know what I mean? A respected heavyweight. And to me, Tyson Fury, he hasn't lost in the ring, so he's still kind of a champion. Because realistically, if Tyson Fury didn't get stripped of the IBF belt off some bullshit because he was trying to rematch Klitschko, and if he wasn't on drugs, who would have beat him to gain a title? Would Joshua have beat Tyson Fury when Joshua fought Charles Martin for the IBF? So let's say his 16th fight or whatever it was. I don't remember exactly what fight it was. Would in 16 fights would that version of Joshua have beaten Tyson Fury, who just beat Klitschko, if the IBF didn't strip him and then make the belt vacant for Charles Martin in Glasgow, right? Would a 16 fight or whatever fight that was for Joshua when he fought Charles Martin, would that version of him beat Tyson Fury? I would have to say he wasn't ready at that point, right? Joseph Parker fought Andy Ruiz for a vacant title. Would Joseph Parker, who became champion, have beaten Tyson Fury at that point? So if you replace Andy Ruiz with Tyson Fury, and it was for Tyson Fury as champion's belt, would Joseph Parker have beaten Tyson Fury? I would have to say no. You know what I mean? AJ fought Klitschko for another vacant belt, and Tyson Fury already beat Klitschko. And again, if it weren't for bad decisions that he made in his personal life, then he would have most likely, if someone wanted to be a champion, they would have had to beat him. So Klitschko would have had to beat him, something he looked horrible in the first fight, and he didn't come close to beating him, right? Joseph Parker would have had to beat him, or Joshua would have had to beat him instead of Charles Martin. And that is considerably harder, beating Tyson Fury at that point than Charles Martin. And y'all can say whatever dumb shit, but y'all know what I'm saying is true. So realistically, Wilder is literally the only champion that is not a champion or was not a champion as a direct result to Tyson Fury fucking up in his personal life. The reason being is because Bermane Stiverne was the WBC champion, beat Chris Arreola, then beat him again worse, knocked him out. And Wilder went through him, so it had nothing to do with Tyson Fury. Everybody else became like, they got like Tyson Fury leftovers or the residual, like, you know what I mean, the ripple in the pond effect. But none of them went through Tyson Fury. So his belt, it's just like look at light heavyweight. If Andre Ward didn't retire, we don't know if Beterbiev would be a champion. We don't know if Dmitry Bivol would be a champion, because the guy Dmitry Bivol beat to become a champion wasn't no fucking Andre Ward. He beat some guy named like Trent Bratwurst or Trent Frankfurter or some. I don't even know the dude's name. Trent Polish Dog or some shit. Not saying Bivol's not a good fighter. I think he is. But again, beating Trent Bratwurst versus Andre SOG Ward, that's a far cry. Those are two different things, two different levels. You know what I mean? Beterbiev beat, I don't even know who he beat. Fucking Bach or Beethoven or whoever. I don't even know the guy's name, so I'm just going to use classical musicians. So Beterbiev, he beat that guy in Fresno for a title, for the IBF title. I forgot what the guy's name was. So, and he didn't even look good in that. I think he got like a 12th round stoppage. So it's Andre Ward retiring allowed for, like, even Kovalev. Kovalev's a champion because Andre Ward vacated. Otherwise, because he fought Shabransky. Kovalev fought Shabransky to become a champion again. So if Andre Ward didn't retire, then that means Kovalev in a third fight would have had to beat Ward to get that belt that he currently has right now. So you see how one fighter, when they have so many belts, their decisions or the decisions they make creates that ripple in the pond. Andre Ward, since he's a, a clean cut dude, his decision wasn't nothing bad. He just decided to retire, so his belts got distributed. Tyson Fury made a bad decision, or bad decisions or whatever, was at a place in life, so he was forced to relinquish his belt because he tested positive for the drug shit, going through depression or whatever, mental health issues. And then that's why his belts got distributed. So realistically, Wilder's the true champion. He's been a champion the longest, and nobody's ever taken that belt since he's acquired it. Tyson Fury had to give up his belt, right? But to me, he still has a champion mindset because he knows that no one's beat him, right? Joshua got, like kind of victim of circumstance. I'm not saying he's not a good fighter, but I just outlined everything. Shout out to Dallas, Texas. I see y'all. Nah, Tony Forbes don't get the hot seat. Fuck him. I don't know. I don't care what he's talking about. How your last name Forbes and you broke? You don't get no hot seat. Make the Forbes list and then I'll put you in the hot seat. Yeah. Your last name Forbes. You can't get a McRib from McDonald's. Get him the fuck up out of here. That's like my last name being Ferrari and I'm broke as shit. Stop it. Tony Forbes, stop it. Change your last name. If you get married to a girl, you inherit her name. You ain't no Forbes. You ain't making no money out here. Stop it. Stop all that foolishness. I'm TB Ego. I'm on the Forbes list. You ain't. This fucking oxymoron ass last name. Tony Forbes. But you had Coinstar. Okay. Anyway. It's my show. Don't ever try to interrupt my shit. You will get roasted. Canelo Triple G, who you got? I don't know. I was picking Canelo, but the motherfucker looking skinny as shit. So I don't know what the fuck. But I'm still, I guess, leaning towards Canelo, but he need to get his weight up. That motherfucker on a meatless diet or something. So, hey, Canelo, just get a meat tester or whatever the fuck y'all was talking about. Somebody said that in one of my streams because he looking kind of smaller. Like I was about to make a video. I probably will make it. He literally looks smaller. So I don't know if he's just like trying to eat light, eating Lunchables or some shit. Look at Robert Morales trying to change the narrative. No, Errol Spence should fight Mikey Garcia. Morales. Look at him. Errol should fight Jaime Munguia. Nah. Mikey Garcia is calling Errol Spence out. Let's see if he's going to fight a Mexican fighter. Let's see him fight the guy who's calling him out. Jaime Munguia ain't say shit about Errol Spence. You trying to change the narrative because you want that big-ass Jaime Munguia to fight Errol Spence, and they're not in the same division. Now, Mikey's not in Errol Spence's division, but he's requesting the fight. So that's different. You know what I mean? Neither Jaime or Errol Spence are talking about each other. You just trying to change the narrative because you scared. I know how y'all be thinking. Nah, man, trust me. I know how these dudes be thinking. What's his name? Was it Robert Morales? He just recommended that because he don't want to see Mikey Garcia. He don't want to see Mikey Garcia versus Spence. But Mikey's the one calling for the fight. So let's see that. You talking about some Jaime Munguia. Nah. Let's see Jaime Munguia versus Jared Swift Hurd. Jaime Munguia versus Charlo. They're the ones that have had interactions and said stuff about each other. You trying to bring somebody else up. I know how the game, trust me, I've been in this game far too long. I know how these motherfuckers be thinking. They want to change the narrative. That's that old media shit. Go that away. And anyway, Jaime Munguia, he had an entertaining last fight, but he had a tough fight with Liam Smith. So I don't surmise that they're gonna put him in there with anybody top 5 in his next fight, because that showed he still has some work to do. He's tough, he's durable, he has a canvas he can build from, but he got some stuff to work on, namely his defense. Anyway, Jesse Wyatt, $5 super chat, supporting the channel and respecting the hustle. Is the Wilder Fury fight a blow to Eddie Hearn? Absolutely. Y'all seen the title? It is a blow, because like if it gets done, like I said, if it gets done, that's gonna make Team Joshua look bad. How is it that another British fighter called out Wilder? He said, "I'll sign the contract," and Wilder, Bronze Bomber, and the other thing is Fury's talking shit about AJ, saying he's a shit house, and Eddie Hearn and Joshua said they want the fight, but they don't really want the fight. So if he goes in there and fights him, then you got to give credit to him, because Joshua's been active as fuck. You know what I mean? Joshua fights a good 2-3 times a year or whatnot, right? Tyson Fury was inactive. So if he's willing to risk it all and risk his O, then that shows the true fighter, the Gypsy King and all that. It shows he's really about that gypsy life, and he doesn't give a fuck. Because Wilder doesn't look like he's getting worse, you know what I mean? And he clearly has power, the most power in the division. So yeah, it's gonna make AJ look bad, because they're still operating under the notion that Wilder's team is so difficult, and they're stalling the fight, and they didn't want the fight to happen and stuff. So if Tyson Fury and Wilder easily gets made, then that's gonna further let people know what really is the deal. Because how is it that Team Wilder can negotiate with Frank Warren and then they get it cracking, but then this Joshua Wilder fight was just so extraordinarily hard to make? A message to the weightlifter: I'll fight you at 25 stone. I like Tyson Fury though. He said a bunch of wooden tops, not even good enough to be my sparring partners. I like Fury, but yeah, I mean, I give it up to the people. Mikey Garcia challenged himself. If Fury fights Wilder, challenge himself. Listen, these are great fights for the end of the year. You know what I mean? A message to the weightlifter. So I'm not mad at it. And just so we're clear, people will be like, "Oh, why'd you criticize Amir Khan for moving up for Canelo?" That's different. I didn't want to see Khan move up because he'd been knocked out in lighter divisions. So I'm like, how's he gonna beat Canelo? Just off of Canelo's size and strength and no rehydration clause. How can he beat him? He won't be able to make any mistakes. Furthermore, Khan was coming off of a he didn't look great versus Chris Algieri, and that was his last fight before Canelo. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, he didn't prove that he was the best welterweight, like the absolute top welterweight guy, and then he's already leaving the division to fight Canelo. Same thing with Kell Brook. He had been fighting Jojo Dan and Casey and Jojo and Frankie Gavin, Kevin Bezier, and all this fucking Freddie Prinze Jr., all these other motherfuckers. And he hadn't fought no one as good as Shawn Porter since Shawn Porter. So I didn't want to see him move up and fight Triple G. Mikey Garcia, he has an argument that he's already the best lightweight. You know, I would pick him to beat Lomachenko, to be honest. So he has a strong argument that he's either the number 1 guy or he's the number 2 guy, depending on what you think would happen in the Lomachenko fight that hasn't happened, right? So if he feels like the Lomachenko fight, and this is what Robert Garcia said, he says there's people that work for Top Rank. I put the video up. He said people that work for Top Rank said that Mikey would beat Lomachenko. So they're not going to make that fight unless they wanted to make the fight. And I don't think they want to, so we're not going to wait around for hoping to get Lomachenko. But we would love that fight. So if that's being said, if there's no duel between the number 1 and 2 lightweights, Mikey and Loma, then him moving up to challenge himself, okay, cool. But Amir Khan, he could have fought Errol Spence. He could have fought Shawn Porter. He could have fought Danny Garcia rematch, right? He could have fought Keith Thurman. And then if you beat one of those guys, then maybe move up and fight Canelo. Not come off the Chris Algieri performance where you got hurt in round 1 and then move up and fight Canelo. So I'm very consistent with what I think. It's a case-by-case basis. Shane Mosley. Shane Mosley was destroying lightweights at will. Go look at his lightweight run. He was knocking most of those guys out. Knocking them smooth the fuck out. Right? Stopping them. So when he was moving to fight a huge fight with De La Hoya, he's from wherever, Pomona or wherever, and De La Hoya's from LA. It was just a huge fight, and lightweights couldn't fuck with Shane Mosley. So him moving up to welterweight made sense. Plus, he was killing himself to make weight. I don't think, you know what I mean? He was a big lightweight, or like strong, big lightweight. You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference. What do you think is next for Pacquiao? Karaoke night? I mean, I don't think he's gonna try to fight. He's gonna be singing or some shit. I will always love you, and loyal. I will always love you. He gonna sing the fucking Bodyguard soundtrack. I don't know. I will always love you. Like, give it up. Sexual chocolate, everybody. Sexual chocolate. Yeah, that's what's next for fucking Pacquiao. He ain't gonna fight no Crawford or Keith Urban, so it's gonna be karaoke night. For my next song, I want my next song to be another one. I want another Whitney song. I want another Whitney Houston. That Whitney. Me. I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. That's what's next, motherfuckers. He ain't, I don't know. I don't see him fighting no Keith Thurman, Terrence. Man, I'll put money he ain't fighting none of them motherfuckers next. Jeff Horn might get the work coming off a loss. That's Pacquiao's pattern. You know what I mean? But he ain't fighting Terrence Crawford, Keith Thurman, nobody. So I don't. Everyone keeps saying Pacquiao's back, but then they don't want to see him fighting him. Oh, he's a legend. Let him fight whoever. I don't know. He'd probably fight Victor Ortiz or some shit. I don't know. So, man, smash the like button. Let me see how many likes. I'm going to end this shit. If we don't have no likes, because y'all be listening to the jokes and shit, but don't hit the like button, I'll end this shit. We got 64 likes. We got to get that up. ASAPolis. How we got 64 likes and got over 100 people in here? Y'all better smash the damn like button. We working. I ain't done a live stream in a little bit. Or at least a comfortable one at home. Y'all need to hit Yeah, it went up after I said something. Y'all gotta smash that like button. We should have been over 100. I gotta start babysitting and checking, cause y'all just be here for the jokes and comments and trolling and shit, but forget to hit that like button. Yeah, smash that like button. Now, since we took that detour, the Fan Expo is going on. You can buy tickets from me. It helps the channel. I'm an affiliate. Helps the channel. The link is in the description of all my videos. If you're going to be in Vegas the week of September 15th for I Was Born Ready, Canelo Alvarez versus Gennady Golovkin. Check that out, because there ain't shit happening in the daytime but the Fan Expo. And to get your boxing fix before fight night. It'll actually get you in the mood, because I went last year. It was Canelo versus Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. You know what I mean? And it was before that fight. It's fun, man. But if you buy tickets from me, it helps the channel. we do more, I'll be there. So if you're gonna be in Las Vegas, holla. Hey, no, Max, no. Willie Monroe, his punches. Tick, 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 tick. He's nothing. Hey, that was probably the most disrespectful thing Triple G said. That shit was so funny. The HBO was like, how was Willie Monroe's punching power? He says, his punches, just like tick, 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 tick. And he's smiling and shit. Tick, 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 tick. He's nothing. How you just gonna say a motherfucker is nothing? Like, hey, Golovkin's savage. That's hella. His punches, tick, 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 tick. He's nothing. And no, I respect him. Big drama. Anyway, man, y'all do some accents. Y'all entertain me. Y'all hit that like button. I ain't no fucking show monkey. Y'all just shouting out, do this one, do that. Y'all better start paying me. Anyway, he said his punches tick, 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 tick. He's nothing. Yeah, but anyway, Joshua, that if Tyson Fury and AJ fight, see, listen, oh my gosh, here, y'all better hold. Listen, not the true boxing fans, but you haters. Hey, haters, listen, listen, guys. Max, y'all right. Listen, this is a direct message to the haters. If you don't like the movement, fuck you. But aside from that, a direct message to y'all. Listen, y'all better hope Wilder doesn't fight Tyson Fury. Just for the haters, not the real boxing fan, because it's a great fight if it does come off. But New Media Ego's Army will continue to thrive even more. And it's going to make the haters so mad. Because once again, what I already knew to be the case is true. A lot of y'all were running with what Eddie Hearn was saying. Remember when Eddie Hearn was like, Anthony Joshua, he's going to fight Povetkin. So after he fights Povetkin, his star power is his profile is going to go, woo, woo. And he kept doing all that. Like Joshua's profile is going to skyrocket if he fights against Povetkin, who lost to Klitschko, who hasn't really fought anyone since failing the drug test, but whatever. He's ranked. He's a good fighter. And he was like, oh, yeah, it's going to skyrocket and all this. And then he said Wilder is going to be like right here or... And he's doing all these things. And all y'all motherfuckers talking about, oh, Wilder should sign the contract. And I said, listen, guys. No, guys. I was like, listen. Why would Wilder sign a contract 9 months premature to the date of the fight, April something, when we know it was a lowballed offer of $15 million? We do know that, because why not offer a percentage, right? But beyond that, what's the rush now? If you're not fighting him this year, why you got to rush and sign a contract? Especially before we get to see how Joshua looks. And I told y'all, and I've been consistent, a lot can change in 9 months to a year. You you could be single right now, but 9 months to a year, that don't mean you're going 9 months to a year from now, that don't mean you're going to be single. You might meet a girl and she, you know what I mean? You guys are super compatible and you didn't even anticipate settling down or getting into a relationship, but you're head over heels over this girl. Or if you're a girl, you're head over heels over this guy. You don't know what the fuck will happen in 9 months to a year. You know what I'm saying? A lot can change. And I told y'all, what's the rush now? They're not fighting next. What's the rush? And I said there's things that could happen. And I literally said this exact scenario. I said, how are you going to say that you're not going to negotiate any other further price for Wilder other than $15 million flat, because Joshua's profile is going to go and Wilder's going to either stay the same or tank? But then if Wilder fights Tyson Fury and beats him, decision or a knockout, which he's knocked everyone out, then how on earth can you say that he still is owed the same amount of money? Like, that doesn't even make sense. And I literally said that example. I said, what if he knocks out Tyson Fury? I said, what if he fights Tyson Fury, and what if he knocks him out? I'm going to find those streams, too, just to rub it in, because I'm petty. I'm Petty Hearn. You know what I'm saying? And I literally used that as an example. I said, what if Wilder fights Tyson Fury and knocks him out? You're not going to take that into consideration. You're going to still say he deserves $15 million flat. Plus, it'll be the polar opposite of what Eddie Hearn says, because a win for Wilder over Tyson Fury is greater, in my opinion, than Joshua if he beats Povetkin, because Joshua already beat the guy that beat Povetkin. And it's not just about triangle theories. It's just, what has Povetkin really done in recent memory? Tyson Fury is still a former lineal champion. Alexander Povetkin never had no major belts like that. So, again, this is why everyone, sign the contract, big boy, and all this stupid shit 9 months early without knowing what the future holds. This is why I've been telling you that was stupid. Because how can you say Wilder's not worth a higher negotiated purse if he beats Tyson Fury? See how stupid that is? But if he locked himself into a 15 mil flat contract right now because Joshua signed, then how stupid is that? He's going to get a flat rate, and then he knocks out Tyson Fury, hypothetically, and then he still deserves that same purse? Like, come on, man. That's why you have to wait and see what unfolds. There's just too much can happen in 9 months. You know what I mean? Someone said I never really thought Parker was that good anyway. Man, I've never seen that I remember in boxing, especially the heavyweight division. I've never seen someone's stock like drop in a short period of time like what's happening with Joshua. Like, it's like they continually get proven wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, just little bad things keep happening. Shout out to Ovek. He said what I've been telling y'all. The walls are closing in. That's what I'm saying. Like, how is it all the people, and this is why it pays to use your brain and not just listen. Hold on, y'all. Shout out to my alkaline water. And shout out to the person that just left the super chat. Boss Red 357, $5 super chat. Gang, gang. Appreciate you. Ego, what about this big money contract Hearn supposedly to offer Wilder to fight White or Chisora? I wouldn't do it. Okay, if you could stay at home and fight Tyson Fury in Vegas, you'll make more money. Or you could you'll get, even if you Wilder, Eddie Hearn said he's going to offer Wilder $7 or $8 million. That's a good amount of money, but at the same time, it's he'll get more clout if he beats Tyson Fury than Dillian White or Derek Chisora. Someone said Chorizo. What? Derek Chorizo? Wow. And listen, I did a video about that. How are you going to offer Wilder $7 or $8 million now? First, it was $5 million. It was after Wilder already knocked out Luis Ortiz. You said he could have his next fight on DAZN, and you'll give him $5 million. Now that you want to push this Dillian White envelope, why are you willing to offer him another $2 to $3 million, $7 or $8 million total for Dillian White? Wilder ain't fought nobody since. So where's this extra? Why are you adding $3 million on top of it? You know what I'm saying? Sounds like desperation. You desperate to have Wilder try to fight on your app. You know what I'm saying? Hey, block Icy the One. He's been saying stupid shit. Block Icy the One. Any shooter in here? James Souza. Block Icy the One. Oh, hold on. Don't. I thought people were complaining. Hold on. Let me unblock him. I thought that was the person that people were complaining about. I think we just clapped the wrong person. I just unhit him. I'll watch from now on. But anyway, it's just not a good look. You know what I'm saying? Another British fighter who has clout and stuff like Tyson Fury, he's willing to come to America. He's willing to fight a dangerous puncher like Wilder. The fight sounds like they're saying they're deep in negotiations. So if it does happen, it sounds like it got done relatively easily. It's not a good look. Not a good look. And it's not a good look for old media, too. I tried telling y'all bums. Talking about Wilder sign a contract. Ain't nobody going to sign no Easter 2019 contract right now without seeing how Joshua looks with Povetkin. What if he looks dreadful and it's a controversial loss? I mean, a controversial win. You know what I mean? What if Wilder fights Tyson Fury and knocks him out? Like I've been saying. What if something like that happens? How can those two, like, what that's like worst case scenario. But so you think Wilder deserves 15 million flat, and if Joshua wins what if he gets knocked down and wins a controversial majority decision over Povetkin and retains his title, and then Wilder knocks out Tyson Fury? How can you not consider those two things? Do you get what I'm saying? That doesn't make sense. Obviously, those things would have to be figured into the equation. So, you know what I mean? The walls are closing in on old media, and the walls are closing in on Joshua and everything else in boxing that's not looking on the up and up. Crazy. Exactly, you're making valid points. I mean, it's just common sense. But these guys, these zombies and AJ protectors, they weren't utilizing common sense. They were just repeating what some other channel said or some other writer or what Eddie Hearn or Joshua said. Because they start even using the same lingo. Talking about, oh, Wilder's trying to sell his belts. Man, you said that shit after Joshua. What is this whole selling belts shit? What does that mean? What are you talking about, selling belts? He's like, I don't want 50 million. I'm not trying to sell my belt. What does that even mean? How are you selling you're defending your belts against another champion in the undisputed unification? So what is selling belt? What does that even mean? Talk facts. If Mayweather was fighting, would he pay anyone that doesn't increase the total purse? How you gonna say talk facts and you bringing up a retired man? Strike one. What else you got? You in the hot seat. The motherfuckers talking about talk facts and you using a fabricated, made up, make believe fantasy argument. What does Mayweather have to do with this? Mayweather's retired. You see how moronic some of these opinions are? Nah, he ain't on thin ice. He's in the hot seat. He's in the hot seat. There ain't no thin ice. That ice is about to melt. They talking about talk facts, but you're not even using a real life scenario. So use a scenario that's actually valid and it's actually bankable and actually provable. Mayweather has nothing to do with Joshua's career or Deontay Wilder's career. Neither guy's a Mayweather promotion fighter. They're not in the same division. So what does Mayweather have to do with it? Once again, you're a casual. Strike one. What else you got? Come on, Acer. We gonna treat you like a talk facts, not fiction. Bro, strike two. You keep saying talk facts, not fiction, but then you bringing up Mayweather, who has not. Well, okay, what does Mayweather have to do with Joshua Wilder happening? 25 seconds. You have 2 strikes in 25 seconds. Go. We're not wasting no time on these dudes. You gotta do something, baby. What does Mayweather have to do with Joshua Wilder in those negotiations? 20 seconds. 20 more seconds. Can't be two good guys. I chose to be the bad guy. 15 seconds. What does Mayweather have to do with Joshua Wilder and that fight being made? We'll give you a slow count, like Buster Douglas versus Mike Tyson. We'll give you that slow. We'll give you that slow count. 10 more seconds. Where you at? Come on, Acer. He talking about talk facts, not fiction, but you bringing up a guy that has nothing to do with heavyweights, has nothing to do with active fighters, and has nothing to do with this fight being made. All right, you got 5 more seconds. Hey, shooters, strap up. Hey, Randy, I'm so done with you. He said, help me, Scotty. They're going to kill me, Scotty. All right, get him out of here. He's done. His name is Acer some shit. ACER. Get him out of here. Shooter, whoever's in the building, clap him. He's like, talk facts, not fiction. Shout out to James Souza. My shooters be click-clacking. They're going to say talk facts, not fiction, but then bring up something that has nothing to do with either of them fighting. Floyd has no jurisdiction over Wilder's career. He ain't Al Heyman. He's not Eddie Hearn, Barry Hearn. What does Floyd got to do with this? But then they want to say talk fact, not fiction. Okay, so you use an actual factual scenario regarding Joshua Wilder instead of bringing, but Maidana, he spent his money on the drug trade. What does Maidana have to do with anything? You know what I'm saying? Boxingego shut Acer down like the power button on the laptop. That's what I'm saying. We don't like Acer. I got Apple everything. I got a MacBook Pro. I don't deal with Acer. You ain't even Hewlett Packard. You know what I'm saying? HP. Ego, how you feel about the future fights at the Staples Center? It was lit. I had a great time. That was my first time covering a fight at the Staples Center. Al Heyman got a deep-ass voice. I heard that. He got a deep-ass voice. Simba, you mustn't go into the Pride Lands. Let them wait. I was like, oh, shit. Oh, shit, Al Heyman. That motherfucker sounds scary. Motherfucker sound like a narrator of the Jungle Book or something. And then Baloo. The bare necessities, Mother Nature. I was like, oh, shit. Yo. Voiceover actor. Like, motherfucker's voice is deep. Barry Simba, you mustn't go into the Pride Land. Everything the light touches. I was like, oh, shit. God? Who is Bruce Almighty? Who the fuck is this? Who the fuck is this? Darth Vader, motherfucker? Luke. Got my throat hurting and shit. I told y'all a long time ago. I heard Al Heyman. I'm not gonna tell you who I was with, cause that would be snitching. But they called Al Heyman in front of me. Like he's like, you never heard Al Heyman? Put him on speakerphone. He's like, how are you doing? I was like, oh shit, hey boo boo, who the fuck is that? Al Heyman got a deep voice, man. I thought it was Barry White. Girl, there's something wrong with me. Every time I'm alone with you, you keep talking about you loving me. Baby, your foreplay just blow my mind. Oh, you just keep. Hey, Barry was killing it. My everything. Oh, you just keep. Oh, you just telling me this and tell it. Practice what you preach. Yeah. I was like, oh shit, Barry White. Al Heyman checks. Al Heyman signed off on all of my event. Boss Red 357, $2 super chat. LOL just for that Al Heyman. Y'all think I'm joking. Hey, See, y'all don't know because y'all don't know Al Heyman. He don't do no interviews. He don't do no type of interviews. I don't even know if he has a reflection in the mirror, to be honest. You know how vampires and shit? You be in the mirror with him. Like, where's your reflection? Is this a boxing channel? You don't know Al Heyman? You stupid as shit. What are you talking about? He says this a boxing channel. You don't know Al Heyman. After I just told you I heard Al Heyman's voice. Cause I be in the sauce. I be in the mix. What are you talking about? You said you don't. I didn't say I didn't know Al Heyman, bozo. These dudes, y'all just be saying whatever. Y'all just be coming in an hour late and oh, you don't know who Al Heyman is? What the hell's wrong with you? What? We just spent 5 minutes talking about how I heard Al Heyman voice. You talking about I don't know who Al Heyman is, but I just was at his fight card 2 days ago. Y'all just be saying whatever, man. Clickbaiting vids once again. You make for a day absolute trash. Shut your dumb absolute UK ass up. I know you from the UK based on how you talk. Shut your dumb ass up. The Insider WWE UFC. Bro, no one cares about your channel. Who are you? You talking about absolute trash? Why are you here? Why are you here? Mr. Absolute Trash? I know how y'all from the UK be talking. Oh, Eagle, you're deluded. You're deluded. Absolute trash. Chat shit get bang. You should be watching WWE or some shit. You talk absolute rubbish. You chat shit get bang. Nah. Leave then. 151 watching. My count shows more than that. But who's watching you? See, listen, this is the funny thing. These motherfuckers want to make fun of whatever, but who's watching you? Like, how you gonna make fun of anything? If I had 20 people watch, that's still 20 more motherfuckers than you got. Who's watching your YouTube? That's the real question. I'm gonna go to your shit right now. We gonna see. And we gonna see. Oh my God, hold on. Hold on. You know he done fucked up. Hey, hold on. Let me get this man. Look. Oh my God. Look. Oh my gosh, hold on. Hey, y'all never believe. Hey, if y'all want me to body this hater, I'm gonna body him right now. If y'all want me to body this man on national TV, Instagram, Twitter, on everything, online, clickbait for 4 moderators for 127 people. All right, we about to body y'all. If y'all want me to fuck what you talk about. If y'all want me to body this man, can I get a hell yeah in the comment section? He was asking for the work, so I guess I gotta deliver on the vampire stream. Just so y'all know, look, this is his page. I guess this is him with another boy. Boy meets boy. The Insider WWF. Y'all never get to. Hold on. I told you it's always the motherfuckers who don't have what you have that got the most to say. But we gonna see. Look. This man did a video about Wilder, right? Look. He did a video 8 hours ago, y'all, and it got 1 view. I ain't never seen that. That motherfucker had 1 view. when you write the title, that's a view. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you click on the video to update the title, then motherfucker, that was you. You the one view. How you got one view, dog? And you talking about me? The God? Bro, you got, he said this channel's miserable. No. I see why Wilder's making that fade. Woo, the motherfucker got, I'm so frustrated right now. Motherfuckers using my picture in the thumbnail. And they got one view. I'm so flooded. This motherfucker got one view. And you want to go against the Dawn? Bro, you need to hang it up. You need to hang it up. You ain't got enough stamps in your passport to fuck with Young Ego. You got one view in 8 hours, bro. Stop it. You can't even spell clickbait. You're missing another C. What, you a blood? You don't like putting too many C's? You got one view in 8 hours, bro. You're done. You're done, son. Motherfucker got, like, you could get your brother or sister or somebody to click on it. Motherfucker got one view. Get his dumb ass out of here. Let him go view his own shit again. How you get one view in 8 hours? And I know that one view was you. You went to update your title. Like, oh, got one view. Oh, fuck, that was me. God damn it. I thought we were on to something. You ain't making no money out here. Get these broke bums out of my domain. Out of my kingdom. He ain't got no type of fan. Like, you can go to a quinceanera or something and just have the little kids watching your shit. Motherfucker. That's what I'm saying. I just want y'all to see, man. Always the motherfuckers, oh, there's only 150 people in here. 149 people more than yo shit. Motherfucker got one view. Look, Wilder was even pissed. Woo! Don't use my thumbnail. I'm so frustrated you used my face for your thumbnail. Wilder didn't even appreciate his face being used. He don't want to be associated with that. Man, get these bums out of my kingdom, man. Someone said one view to a kill. Oh my gosh. See, the funny thing is this channel is miserable. Motherfucker, I'm going to be in New York in one day. That's how we do it. We let the work speak for ourselves. I did L.A., 5 days in L.A., come back home to the Bay for one day, and then we're going to be in New York for Berto versus Alexander. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let these bums hate. The bums can hate. I'm still TB Ego. I would be mad too. One view in 8 hours. You put all that effort in the video. You got one view, and it was yourself. That ain't even a FaceTime call. That's just practice. So keep practicing. Get on our level. We the army. We the militia. We the movement. New media. Fuck is these dudes talking about? Huh? Yeah, okay. Can't be too good, guys. I chose to be the bad guy. Fuck it. Yeah, I'm getting them frequent flyer miles. Okay. Yeah, I didn't forget about the fight. Joey Spencer's going to be on it. My dude Peter Quillen. My dude Jay Leon Love. You know what I'm saying? Berto, Devin Alexander. It's going to be a good card. I've never been to the Nassau Coliseum either. So I'm looking forward to that. Motherfucker got one view. You got one view. Talking about my channel. Don't do that. Why you do that? Like I said, I didn't want to have to do this, but y'all made me. I don't want to have to go back to old ego because I'll kill that boy by mistake. I'm trying to tell you, see, like, this is beyond boxing, man. I'm trying to tell y'all how to grow. You can't grow if you focus on the next person. You in my stream hating and you got one view. You must be doing something wrong. You worried about too many people. Oh, that venue is cool as fuck? Yeah, I heard they remodeled it. Yeah, so, we'll be at that too. We was just at Mikey Garcia, Robert Easter. Hell of a fight. What can I say? Two young, hungry lions. Now, Mikey, he feels he could beat Errol Spence. In my opinion, Errol Spence, he's special. I think Errol Spence, and I talked to Errol Spence, man, get these bums out of here, man. This is, hey, West Side, I told you I put the Bay on my back, man. See, I don't want to have to do this. See, this is when we have to start stunting. We'll give them something to hate at. You know what I'm saying? We'll give them something to hate at. Okay. Now, everybody type stunt gang. This, I'm going to show you why they mad. This is why they mad. Because I be with the champs. Shout out to my dude Tank. This is why they mad. Because look, I be with the champs. This is why they mad. Cause I be with the fighters. I be with the fighters. We be having a good time. Stunt gang. You know what I'm saying? Gang gang. Whatever you prefer. Yeah, they got one view. It's okay. They got one view. I be with the fighters and bad bitches. They got one view. Oh yeah, you know my team is the Niners. Shout out to Jimmy G. We working this year. Darrell Benavidez, good fight. Benavidez got more momentum. Listen, I put Lamborghini doors on that Escalade. Low pro, so look like I'm riding on. Listen. This is why they mad. I try to tell y'all. They got to step their channel up. They need some clenbuterol right now. They got to bulk up. They ain't big enough to fuck with King Kong. I ain't talking Luis Ortiz. Let's go. But anyway, there's a lot of pressure on Joshua, in my opinion. A lot of pressure. Anyway, that wraps up the Vampire Stream. He needs some milk. Holla at me tomorrow, because I still got to pack. I'll be at home for like one day. I forget what my bed feel like. Stunt gang. I'll be back with some more heat. Make sure y'all stay tuned. Smash the like button. We working. The Vampire Stream. Shout out to y'all for the salute. You know what I mean? Everybody's been rocking with the kid. The love been real. See, they be hating, but the love be so real, it don't matter. Holla at me.